I've been using Apple Music for the past 2 months. I've, for the most part, been a Spotify user for a very long time, since I guess 2010, 2011, probably, yeah. And so Apple Music was a new thing that they've made this offer available for so long. I never even thought of using Apple Music, but since I'm using their product, it's there. And I had accumulated, actually prior to Spotify, I was using Apple Music. I was buying music from iTunes, and I have a somewhat of a large collection. Well, not so much, maybe 1,000 songs. So it's on my phone, and so it's there. And since they made this available, I thought I'd use it. But I hate it. It's so slow. It's one of the slowest things I've ever used as far as software that Apple creates. When I'm searching for music, it might take 30 seconds for the music to show up on Apple, because I don't know, maybe its servers are not properly formatted, and so its data storage is just convoluted and it's having to find things. But Spotify is quick. And Spotify is intuitive. Spotify is the settings, the structure, the presentation of the menus and location of things is very straightforward. And Apple is very convoluted. And what makes it so terrible is that it's so slow. For instance, I'm going to look for music here, an artist that I do have and have played before on Apple Music, and just by entering the name, try to find it. Okay, so it's actually showed up pretty quick this time. In prior times, it would take about 10 seconds. Okay, let's go ahead and try to play something. So I double clicked that, and I was expecting that it would play it. But let's try it again. So I just click that. Okay, then let's go to Spotify and do the same thing. And with Spotify, as I'm typing, it's bringing it up already. So that's one of the things that makes it so much better and faster. And here we have everything. So all the music, all the albums are there set up. And as I'm typing, I can just go ahead and find it. Now, even though this is Apple Music has just quite well performed pretty quickly in this video, it's still slower than Spotify. And this is the only reason why I'm making this, because I'm still on this 3-month trial, and the way things are going, I'm probably going to just unsubscribe and go back to Spotify. So let me try another. Let's do another one of my artists that I like. Okay, let's go ahead and click on this one here, and I'll click on this one. Okay, now go ahead and click on this one here on Spotify and type in Sonic Boutique. Okay, already all there. So I'll just go to the album, and there it is. Again, they seem to be performing at a relative similar rate, but there's a slight lag with Apple Music. And this is just, for some reason, it's performing well. All the prior times, Apple Music is slow. The word slow very well applies to it. But for now, it appears to be doing well. I don't know what's going on. Maybe it knows that I'm doing a review video. But so these are the two things. And just, again, the presentation and navigation and the various intuitive aspects of Spotify just makes it a bit more of something I want to continue to use as opposed to Apple Music. I think Apple Music has issues that it can certainly improve upon, such as really speeding up the whole software, speeding up the whole application, and the whole streaming service, making it as quick or quicker than Spotify if it wants to really compete. Although I know from a market standpoint, it's doing very well right now. And obviously, anything that Apple releases is going to do very well because they have a very large platform to just place it on. Just by placing anything on a Apple product, obviously with the large market share, they're going to win. But let me try one more. Let's see, who don't I listen to that often? Let's try, who else? Yeah, let's try Lil Wayne. Okay, so we'll go ahead and do Lil Wayne. We'll go ahead and look for the Carter 5, and we'll go with this one here. Okay, so we'll do that here as well. Type in Lil Wayne. Again, we are already seeing what we need, but we are looking for the album. So we'll go to see all, and there it is. And there it is. It's faster. Even if you could notice it, there's this one just quickly starts. I don't know how they're doing it to be so instantaneous, but this one, there's a lag. So if I click play, lag, then it starts. Here, it starts immediately. Spotify starts immediately. So Apple, your application is very slow, very, very slow. And somehow it's performing somewhat reasonable right now, but generally it's slow and I don't know why. Now on my phone, it's even slower and just behaves erratically. Spotify is Spotify. It's the Michael Jordan of players, of music players. It just gets it done all the time. And I guess it's because that's its only focus. At any rate, this is my review and my opinion. And at this point, I have about, 3 more weeks left. But given my experience, it's going to be Spotify. Unfortunately, it's going to be Spotify. And I guess I shouldn't say unfortunately. Fortunately, it is going to be Spotify. Apple, there's some room for improvement, but that's a good thing because you have room for improvement. And that will only mean more subscribers.